How can you get more orders as a DoorDash Dasher, honestly, and specifically in 2025, because you're not going to use the same strategies as 2020, 2021. So what is the company specifically saying right now, and what are Dashers actually seeing that's working in arguably the most competitive time ever? Here's the deal. I'm going to help you out. Yeah, based on what the companies say in their most recent data, but what Dashers are actually experiencing when dashing. I'm going to break it down into several simple categories. We're going to talk about the times to dash. We're going to talk about your positioning in your marketplace. We're going to talk about the most recent trends. And we're going to talk about kind of what you know is there, but no one really mentions how much luck is involved. The first part, super simple. When is the best time to dash? Simple. Are you ready? There it is. I mean, that's literally what DoorDash says. They say, hey, right in front of you, this is the busiest time to dash. Do we believe it? So lunch 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., dinner from 4:30 p.m. until 8 p.m. Obviously, you would assume food delivery. Yes, there's breakfast runs, there's lunch runs, there's those odd kind of in-between hours. Sure, you can get orders, but you kind of assume the dinner rush is the busiest time. But what day of the week, what weekends, is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I have updated data on that as well. And part of that data is pretty surprising. You might want to see that. So it kind of feels like, I mean, it's not rocket science. We kind of know the busiest times. So let's assume that. But what about your positioning in your marketplace? Well, we have Hotspots for that. You know, DoorDash tells you where the busiest spots are. They say, hey, this spot right here, this hotspot, is an area that is currently getting a lot of orders. I mean, even if it's an area that's not currently busy, they'll at least give you some tips of this historical hotspot. Like, well, statistically, this is an area that typically does get a lot of orders. The question is, how much do you trust that? Either a live dynamic hotspot, we're supposed to have a lot of orders right now, or at least a data-based historical hotspot. You see a hotspot and you're already, think about it, you're already driving in a smaller, broken down, smaller sub-marketplace within the larger city service area for DoorDash. And then you see the hotspots and you're kind of close. You're like, well, I'm a couple of minutes away. There's a hotspot a minute away, 2 minutes away. Would you drive there? Even the dynamic hotspots, the red ones that say, hey, this area is getting a lot more or more orders right now. Number one, you should already be waiting in an area that is proven for you to get requests. It is a power strip, an area that's really dense in this case, because we're doing food delivery, with restaurants, with opportunities. You'll kind of get that confirmation and kind of a double check of your own market understanding and research, because sometimes your current area will turn into or just show some data that it's a hotspot. And then conversely, you kind of learn almost where the cold spots are. Like if I wait here, chances are I wait longer for a request, and or the orders that I get is just from customers farther away. So if I'm on an outskirt, it's going to be from a customer that pulls me out of the zone farther away, maybe into a rural area where there's not many power strips up there, if I wait in this area of my market. So that's time and positioning. Now let's talk about the most recent data and trends specifically from DoorDash. And I'll lend my expertise here of what I've actually been seeing. In talking about good customer service, just rapport, on one blog post recently in late 2024, DoorDash said, dashing in your local area makes you a familiar face, and this too can help with securing repeat deliveries and higher tips. So if you drive in a similar area, you always wait even in the same plaza or power strip, being a familiar face does nothing to, quote, secure repeat deliveries. If you deliver to kind of semi-regular customers and then you have a lot of hand-it-to-me deliveries, then yes, you could get some post-delivery add-on tips. If you drive in the same areas, that's fine, but there's nothing algorithmically that I know that rewards you for showing up and being a familiar face. So I guess that's all to say, don't be afraid to experiment with other sub-marketplaces if you'd like. In a mid-2024 customer survey, DoorDash gives us some more insights on what's changing and growing, so you might want to look for more of these types of orders. 33% of consumers are ordering more delivery in 2024 compared to the year prior, 2023, and 40% of consumers are using alcohol delivery more than 2023. Now look at that. Here's confirmation of the busiest days of the week as well. Not really a surprise, right? It says Friday and Saturday, the most popular days of the week, too. Also, food delivery and alcohol. But elsewhere on their own post, it actually says that, quote, Friday is the most popular day of the week for ordering food delivery. I mean, at least you can kind of guarantee that the mornings are pretty slow. Overnight should be pretty slow. Actually, you might be surprised. DoorDash says, quote, early mornings, pay attention to this, or late nights, meals from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. overnight saw 44% growth year over year, and breakfast orders 5 to 11 a.m. grew by 29%. 2025 might be even better because we saw growth from 2023 to 2024 in that time slot segment. Interesting. I'll also ask you though that food delivery is growing. We have grocery and convenience, but remember, alcohol statistically is growing. So I'll ask you this. Well, A, do you have alcohol deliveries in your marketplace? How are they for you? And adjacent question, do you have Dasher preferences? Because on preferences, I can turn on or off alcohol amongst other order types. We'll pay attention to this. DoorDash says Saturday is the most popular day to order alcohol for pickup and delivery on DoorDash, with 5 to 9 p.m. being the most popular delivery window for alcohol ordering on DoorDash. If you have Dasher preferences and you don't love alcohol delivery, but you'll do it every now and then, if you're going to turn on preferences, the alcohol tab there, turn it on possibly on Saturdays especially, certainly over the weekend, but 5 to 9 p.m. is going to be your busiest and best time to get alcohol offers. That would just hopefully give you even more options, because maybe you decline a so-so order on food delivery, you turn on preferences, and you get a really high-paying alcohol offer.
Yeah, it sounds good. There's good stuff in there, but a lot of this is luck. That's what he doesn't tell you.
All right, we certainly have to address just flat out luck. I can be in the best place, have the best positioning. I know my marketplace. I'm waiting in the best spot. What about just luck to get more offers? Well, what does that mean in food delivery? So getting lucky or having better luck on a shift is kind of influenced on 3 different things. Number 1, it's volume. So how many offers am I getting? Just the order volume. And again, there's strategies to increase your volume, time of day of the week, etc. The type of offer that I'm getting. Why am I getting all just awful shop and deliver offers or high count grocery runs when I want just high margin, short food delivery possibly? And then kind of goes with that, the quality. Why am I getting, maybe volume, I'm getting different types, but they're all just low paying orders. Can you do anything to influence the luck of kind of what you get there? Well, flat out, part of this is just luck. I mean, it's customer order volume. Even though it's a Friday, Fridays are supposed to be busy. DoorDash has even said they can't concretely predict order volume, right? Because sometimes people order, sometimes people don't order. But if you're not getting enough order volume, make sure you're at least in a more populated area. If you're in, or if this is just your sub-marketplace, if it's extremely rural and you're trying to drive at 5 a.m. on a Monday when you know the weekend is busiest, chances are you're just not going to get a lot of volume. There could be a lot of dashers online. Again, it could be a combination of customers just not ordering. Well, what about type? I'm getting a decent order volume, but I'm just getting one type of offer. I'd ask you again, yes, there's complete luck with this algorithm, dashers, all that stuff. I'd ask you that power strip that you're waiting at, are there different types of offers possible? Is there a liquor store? Are there restaurants? Is there a CVS, a Walgreens, retail shops? Or is it just one type of thing? I mean, if you're sitting in a plaza, it's all restaurants. Yes, you can get an offer that's maybe 7-8 minutes away, but you're sitting in the plaza right in front of you. And yes, a lot of different things go into which dasher gets the offer here. But just think about that. I mean, if there's more shops, restaurants, grocery stores over 15 minutes where you're at, and if you're in a plaza with a certain kind of just all grocery, whatever it is, I mean, what do you think you're going to get more of? But then quality. I mean, can you do anything to influence the luck of what you get as far as margin, like how much I'm getting paid per mile, the cash flow? When it comes to just flat out luck, no. I mean, that's what luck is, but at least on the strategy side, and possibly, unfortunately, I mean, you might want to consider Dasher rewards, because that literally is what Dasher rewards is. You get the certain tiers, and then you get priority and higher priority to higher paying offers. And higher paying offers isn't just like the cash flow. It isn't just like, oh, $7 plus offers. Typically, it's a dollars to mile payout, at least what we've seen. So those are better margined offers, like $1.90, $2, $3 a mile. I don't love version 1 of Dasher Rewards because it asks you to have a certain acceptance rate, but kind of implied there's a V2 called the Overall Dasher Rating. It's a pilot program right now. So basically V2 of Dasher Rewards that doesn't ask for a minimum acceptance rate. So that may be a way to increase the quality of offers. Overall verdict, in 2025, everything is growing on DoorDash. More customers, more order volume. They're ordering from more types now, different verticals than ever. Grocery, more customers than ever are finding DoorDash for the first time on grocery and not food delivery. There's alcohol. There's all these different things here. But now, I mean, basically everyone knows about DoorDash as well. So you have to have a purpose and a goal and know exactly why are you driving that day, that time, driving in that market segment, and why are you waiting at that certain area in that market segment. That is how you get more offers, not by just throwing everything into luck and not knowing what you're doing and just saying, hopefully I get lucky. If you just to do that, you're not going to get, in my opinion, as many offers as the dashers who know these best practices.